Oh, boys and girls, exciting times are upon us. The lovely people over at Sports Interactive have provided me with an alpha build of Football Manager 2022 and told me I can make a little video for you about it. So there's no time to waste. Without further ado, roll the intro. We're going to play FM22. Hello folks and welcome to a very special video here on the channel. We're playing FM22. I've been appointed as Dortmund manager and we're just going to have a little play around to see how the new game plays. If you're as excited as I am, and how could you not be, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. There is lots more FM22 content coming for you in the very near future. And just, you know, thumbs ups, all that kind of stuff. We know the drill. Comments for the algorithm, thumbs ups for the algorithm. We want this video to absolutely smash it here on YouTube because it will put a smile on my face. And the new game's coming. Did I mention that? Thank you for the support. Right, we are in the game and we are just going to have a little look around. We are Dortmund and we are going to have a look at the squad. We're going to have a look at some of the players that we've got here at Dortmund. I am going to load up my custom squad view, which will be available on the Steam Workshop just as soon as the Steam Workshop is available when the game is out. I hear this guy's quite good in Football Manager. If you wanted to see what he looks like, that's what he looks like. And yeah, I mean, this guy, he was quite good in my Barcelona save that we've just done. We've got the new transfer value ranges. That's interesting. What's the transfer value range of Haaland? 95 to 106. Bellingham, 90 to 107. Okay, interesting. Where's my buddy? Where's my pal? Where's Makoko? There he is. Look, what's his transfer range? There's an interesting one for you. Right at the start of the game, you can potentially pick up a 16-year-old Yusufa Makoko in that kind of transfer range. But we are just going to play through for a little bit. I'm going to show you any new features as and when they appear. Now, what I'm not going to do is dwell too much on the screens that are familiar from last year. Like this one, we know how Club Vision works, so we're not going to mess around on that. I'm going to try and hunt out the new things for you. And as and when we find new things, I will show them to you. There's going to be lots of cuts in this video. So first thing I wanted to show you was the new weekly staff meeting. This takes a similar format to the recruitment meetings that were introduced last year and kind of replaces that email that we used to get through that would recommend things like praising or criticizing players or taking so-and-so off of free kicks. But now it does it in the form of a meeting. And for each of the suggestions that come through, you have the option to just blindly accept them all. You can accept them individually. You can just completely ignore it by pressing move on. You can schedule it for a future date, which is a really handy one for stuff like contract renewals and that kind of thing. Or you can just ignore it altogether. For a lot of them, I'm tending to just accept or acknowledge the big purple button. But it's quite interesting. We get information about Erling Haaland, who's now more driven than he was before because of the social group that he's in. That can't be a bad thing. Reina, more ambitious. Good in small doses, might be a problem when it comes to offers coming in for him, that kind of thing. So it's a lot of this stuff is stuff that was in the game before. But it's similar to how some of the other quality of life features over the last few years have done. It's bringing it all front and center and just making you more aware of it. You know, I'm a monster for not knowing what young players I've got in the club. I very rarely click on the development center, but this is forcing it down my throat. I now know that Jamie Bino Gittins has got 4-star potential. Might need to keep an eye on that name, especially if it keeps coming up. Coaching courses, all handled in one go. And then after the meeting, you end it and any follow-up actions that you've got come through into your inbox. So it's just got a little summary of what went on in the meeting. And then we sent these guys on coaching courses as part of the meeting. And there's your confirmation that they've now gone. If there was a contract renewal we needed to do, it would all appear in the inbox as well. I think it's a really cool way of just kind of organizing all that stuff. I was a big fan of the recruitment meeting. I love my backroom staff. The weekly meeting, big thumbs up from me. So we just played our first league game against Eintracht Frankfurt. So I'm just going to show you the goals from that game because I think it's quite interesting. There was all this talk of the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress not working anymore. So I thought, let's give it a try. Let's see how the 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress works. You can see us going 1-0 up there through Reina. Some nice work over on this left-hand side, leading up to that goal. Reina is in again here, playing it into the path of Haaland. I think that goal was actually disallowed. No, that one's been given. I thought it was disallowed for offside. And then Haaland again with the header from the corner. Nice little variety of goals. You can see we completely dominated the game. I know I've not shown you the data hub yet. The reason I've not shown you anything on the data hub yet is because the data hub doesn't actually kick in until after you've played your first 3 matches. So we can't check in on the data hub just yet. But what we can do after every match, I might have to hit continue one more time, because after every match you get a match summary email that comes through, which does have some data stuff in. So yeah, this is awesome. So you can see you've got the XG where we did dominate the game. But the really interesting thing, I think, for the Gegenpress and the fact that it's supposed to make the players tire out as the game goes on, if anything, we dominated the game more and more as the game went on, and more of the momentum went with us. We did have a quiet 10-minute or so period there, but we were at our absolute strongest around this point, which is when we brought on our substitutions. You know, I like a 70th minute substitution. We changed the entire attacking midfield 3 around there, and that coincides with between minutes 64 and 80, we were clearly dominant. So no signs after just one match of the Gegenpress being hugely problematic, but of course, it's not necessarily going to be straight away. It's going to be after a dozen matches, 20 matches, where you start to get that accumulation of tiredness and fitness problems. But certainly on the evidence of one match, it still works. It's just whether or not it will be a long-term solution. We play Bayern Munich next, so let's see if it works against them. Right, this Bayern Munich game, I think this is giving us more of a clue as to what the downside to gegenpressing is going to be this year, because we started brightly, we went 1-0 up through Marlin, we were playing pretty well, but as the game has gone on, bearing in mind this is only the second game of the season, look how tired our players are getting in comparison to the Bayern Munich players. So although we've started brightly, we've allowed them to get back into the game. We're now 70 minutes in. We've already had a player go off injured. Erling Haaland is shattered, so we're going to have to take him off. Marlon can go up front, and then I guess we can bring Brandt on that side. But now if we continue to gegenpress for the next 20 minutes, what I've been noticing is Bayern are just knocking the ball around and tiring us out. Let me just slow the match speed down a little bit. I was watching it a little bit faster while I was just getting to the point. We've scored again. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. We've freshened things up a little bit and brought on 2 new attackers in Hazard and Brandt, and Marlon is in and grabs his second goal of the game. He looks like the real deal. He has been more of a goal threat for us so far than Erling Haaland has been. So overall match momentum, that tells you a lot. We were under pressure for a lot of the match. Look at that. Yes, we've gone in there and gegenpressed. Yes, we have won the football match, but we've had an early goal and then a period where we got really back into the game just as we made our substitutions. So this is pretty much the point where I started showing you what was going on. And that's the point where we had a good 5 minutes and then handed the game straight back to Dortmund again. We've got this nice little graph as well, showing that the reason I've not really got much out of Haaland at the moment is that Haaland's completely isolated. In fact, it says there, Haaland was isolated in the middle out there, completing a total of 18 passes to one other player. So Haaland only really working with Reina, not really getting the ball from anywhere else. We're getting a lot of possession down this left-hand side with Guerrero, and that shows Guerrero's been playing very well. But we need to get the ball to Erling Haaland more, and I don't know how successfully we're going to be able to implement this gegenpress going forward. But some very interesting early stats. Little bit of an FM22 tip for you folks. You might not have heard of this lad. Erling Haaland, pretty good. Goal number 1 in this next game on his left foot. Lovely, lovely finish. Doesn't end there though. Second half, we're coming down this left-hand side. We already knew lots of good stuff comes through Guerrero. There's another example of it. There's Haaland in again on that left foot. Quite a good left foot on this boy to make it 2-0. He actually had the ball in the back of the net 6 times in this game. That's one of his disallowed goals there. He was slightly offside for that one. And then we get this one where I believe this is where he completes his hat trick. There's more disallowed to come yet. I think this one is a legit goal. This looks very familiar. So it's played out to this right-hand side. Marlon, who's been very, very dangerous again, plays it over to Guerrero, the real danger man, Royce, and then Haaland on his left foot again. That is 3-0 this time, I think. No, that one was another offside one. Goodness me. There you go. That's 3-0. A header. He's big. He's good in the air. There's a header for you, and I think this is almost a carbon copy. Stick Erling Haaland on the near post at corners. He'll be quite useful there for you. 4 goals for Haaland, 4 goals for Dortmund. 10 out of 10. That'll do. Another game, another bunch of goals for Erling Haaland, and he really does score all the different kinds of goals. Let's have a look at these ones as well. Guerrero, again involved, playing it forward to Haaland. This shot is absurd. The bend he puts on that to get that around the goalkeeper. So that's your long range, super duper effort. We'll just bump the match speed up a smidgen again. Reina into Royce this time. Then over the top for Haaland, brings it down on his chest beautifully and then tucks it down under the goalkeeper. That kind of control you've seen there, that's very much new animation engine stuff, by the way. I don't ever remember that kind of control in FM21. Zagadou, not to be outdone, grabs himself a goal on 56 minutes, and then it's obviously coming down the left-hand side again into the path of Haaland, and then Royce plays it back across to Haaland, and that is his 3rd hat-trick of the season, I want to say. And then to wrap things up, Guerrero across to Hummels, and now Emre Can just sticks it into the top corner from just inside the area. I think that's his 4th or 5th goal of the season as well. He's been a huge goal threat. You can see we absolutely dominated the game once again. If we have a look at the match momentum stuff, we were completely in control throughout. No sign of us getting tired as the game went on. We're rotating our players around. We're making substitutions when we need to. You can see we are working out how to get Erling Haaland more involved than we were before as well. Obviously, he's now scoring more goals. He's now getting more involved in matches. We switched him from a complete forward to an advanced forward and adjusted some of the roles in the players in the 3 behind him, and it seems to have made a big difference to get him more involved. And this stuff it's just all really cool. One thing I'm not going to be able to show you in this video is the data hub, because although we've played 3 games, it's not yet available. It says it's usually available. It's available once they've got enough data, which is estimated to be after 3 league matches. We've played 3 league matches, but I guess there's still more data that's needed. So I can't show you that right now because I need to stop this video, because the video I'm going to bring out tomorrow is going to be showing you transfer deadline day, and that's about to happen. And I don't want to spoil that by going beyond it and showing you the data. But worry not. There's loads of other creators who've got access to the alpha of the game as well. There's more videos that have come out right now. And if you really, really want to see the data hub, Second Yellow Card has a video for you that's specifically on that. And like I say, lots of other guys have got these videos as well. There's links to all of them down in the description below, so make sure you go and check all of those out. We're all looking at different aspects of the game. We were quite careful to make sure we're all showing you something a little bit different so that you're not going to keep getting repetitive content and you get to see different aspects of the game. So lots of stuff for you to watch there. I'll be back with another FM22 video for you tomorrow. But for now, if you've enjoyed this, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on. FM22 is here. Thank you very much for watching.